Okay, I'm making this video on VGA mode, which is actually pretty good looking and won't take as much memory as HD. An update for my subscribers: I'm in a shitload of trouble. Some things are going well, but most things are going wrong because mostly of my father's choices. Islam has always been what it's been. Muslims have always been biased towards Islam despite its problems because Stockholm Syndrome, everyone can suffer from it. Leftists, socialists, Muslims, Catholics. Thank you, okay, to my subscribers, especially the Americans. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, Susan, whatever, the CEO, the new CEO. I'm not saying women should get jobs just because they have a pussycat, but it's good, when women are allowed to do what they want, because women are not ever men can get very rough and aggressive with you, and when you're giving a job to a man who's going to be getting rough and aggressive with your customers, they're pretty rude also, men in general, because everyone has limits, but men have this whole thing about equality of men and women. All right, fine, you want equality. I say, okay, fine, that's a good step, because the male domination, the patriarchy, it's kind of crazy, but someone just told me don't get involved with feminists. It really isn't about all this feminist stuff. You have to look for rights and reality and your truth. So I'm saying the Muslims, they're rash and they do a lot of crazy stuff, and there's a lot of accidents happening, from I'm getting they a lot of accidents happen when you're around Muslims. They have not much, the men especially, they don't have. I'm talking about the men mostly. The women, okay, they support the men, and I'm a bit upset with them about that. They're supporting the Islam and the Muslim men, but the Muslim men also, they're not bad, really bad people who are out to get you, who will take a knife and fucking stick it in you, but they're pretty crazy, a lot of them, and they don't have rights of any kind, and you got to be careful. All right, what Trump is doing really isn't that crazy. What Hillary is doing is actually, sadly, they both are I don't know what to say. Shouldn't have an opinion. I won't even give you an opinion. I'm just gonna say that Democrats always are appeasing terrorists. Hillary has never come out and spoke out against Obama and not just Islam, but even in India, there are people in India who are not Muslims, like Hindus and Sikhs, who are always sucking terrorism and different types and allowing it to happen. There's no dating scene in India, not much. Not many nightclubs. There are, but the place stinks. And I'm not even going to make this an India and UAE issue. I basically wanted to say thank you USA, thank you YouTube, thank you Google, thank you to the conservative, talk show hosts. I'm very scared. I don't want to give away stuff and lest people walk over my pearls and all that, because unless it's a proper deal, you never know. You may give more and get less, and blah blah blah. Anyway, I made this video and I wanted to broadcast it, and thank you to all my subscribers. I'm in a lot of trouble. Please pray for me, comment, talk to me. I'm in so much trouble. I cannot breathe over here. There's no oxygen. I don't have a place to sit down. There's no sofa in this house, and I'm not even blaming the Muslims. There's so much good stuff over here. Furniture, there's IKEA, there's so many shops, luxury shops everywhere, IKEA, Marina, this, that, Roberto Cavalli, and so many names, this furniture, that furniture, even regular furniture shops. And there's no fucking furniture in this house. The bed, I brought an IKEA mattress. My father picked it up and threw it out and put this Pan Emirates, low quality mattress, and that has damaged my back. I got scoliosis right now. I got no partners of any kind. I wanted to be surrounded by high quality women and men also, but more women, because from what I've experienced, the men in this region are way more prone to accidents. They'll drop their hand on your head, or their limbs just lose control when they're around me, and it's a signal to me get away from this guy before he totally fucks you up, but that doesn't mean the products they're selling are useless, because today I sat down on a Japanese massage chair and it gave me a lot of energy. But then I spoke to a Muslim woman and I bought a lot of stuff from her, but I was giving her a tip and she said, why are you giving me? What did I even do? She was such a reasonable lady, and an Egyptian lady, and I thought, these women deserve some kind of right to get away from. If they want to leave Islam, they need to have a safe way to do it. And the men also who want to leave, who are done with it. But the men usually don't show any interest, and they're acting like barbarians, and even they, are not that crazy. They're just in some kind of spell, and there's a good side to them. But I don't want to, get into, all this, nonsense. And so I, try to like, whatever. And the biggest terrorist turned out to be my father. He has leached off my mother's energy his whole life and given her nothing but pain. And same with me. So this is not like a Muslim issue and all. Hitler, okay, he was a Muslim. That's what I found out when I looked at his. But does that mean every Muslim is like that? No, because there are a lot of like non-Muslims who hate Jews even more than Muslims. And this whole thing about God made man from these Abrahamic religions are actually pretty problematic. But they're not all the same. Christianity isn't that bad. It also says that Eve was made from Adam's rib and blah blah blah, which obviously is not true. But it's a sentiment, and it's not, they don't take it as seriously. But these guys, the Muslims, have a different way. They'll like tap you on the chest and say, here's your rib and this is what woman was made out of. And then the lifestyle over here, I'm not even saying that Muslims are like really bad or really good, but everyone has a right to say that whatever they want to say. This is not really me. I'm in a lot of stress right now. I feel like I've been abandoned so badly. My mother must be feeling the same way. I don't know what to do. I got my budgies over here. Unfortunately, I can't turn this camera around. I don't have a camera person. When you're doing everything yourself, Kiyosaki was right. Then you are a superstar, and you're going to make a super disaster eventually, unless you have super support systems. Because, so they're really beautiful. Like there's budgies, there's a really beautiful cream color budgie who's a female. And she was kissing another female when I bought her, but I made the mistake because my driver was pressurizing me of taking a male and female pair, and the male bites so fucking hard that you are like, after he bit me, I realized, stay the fuck away from men. They are all like always getting in the way. Like whenever you try to get ahead, the man will try to like come and ram, the Jack Black, stick it to the man. Tyrese Gibson, he was complaining about men. I've complained about, they're all just parroting what I'm saying, but they're also feeling the same thing. Obama is like totally, I don't know what side he's even on. He's not even legal, and what the hell, how he got his votes, Bill Ayers, Acorn, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I'm going to try to upload this right now. Thank you, and please try to help me any way you can. I could use some money through donations. I don't know how to set up a site, any money I can get is great, but what I really need is freedom, release. If you can get me out of here, I'll be an asset to your nation. And I was looking at the world earlier, that the world must be conquered and blah, blah. But those are like, not pragmatic ideas and all that. Those are just like when you're stuck in quicksand, you sometimes think that, wouldn't it be great if I was like totally, in charge, and I was like emperor and master and commander of everything and blah, 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 and I mean, I don't, it's not like I want to be or I don't want to be. I really need to get out of this situation. So I'm saying that sometimes the humanity and the intelligence inside people, the talent, the humanity inside Muslim women is touching me. I feel sorry for them, but the whole atmosphere over here is so wrong. But I don't blame them entirely, because a lot of people here, they have rights. They have like, their salary doesn't say that he's just an employee who's getting 2,000 dirhams a month. Actually, I have no rights. My father, what he's doing is completely illegal. I don't know where he's put this money. Okay? So I'm a little bit upset with the people over here and the government and all that, but like, I'm not like ramming my, stick at them and saying that you fucked up my life, because they didn't pick me up and put me over here. My father did. And what he's done with those millions of dirhams, which have, I don't know how many millions of dollars actually, where they're gone, I don't know. I don't have them. My mom doesn't have them. The staff has some of it. They steal a little bit. But you can't blame them. There's no security system. They're sitting over there in that luxury area, looking at like the luxury cars and the luxury women go by, who are actually not that luxurious, but it's better than nothing, but not that luxurious. And there's like not much oxygen over here at all, which a lot of people have complained about. And it's only getting worse. It's getting drier and hotter. And the hotter it gets, the more like people put on sweaters over here. Like the insanity is unbelievable. I don't know how they feel that cold. They're wearing sweaters and they're wearing jackets in this heat and walking around. Some of them, they will actually complain, and I met a Pakistani guy yesterday. I feel bad for Pakistanis, some of them, because they have actually a lot of talent, and but they got born in an Islamic nation. And he was actually really intelligent. He was making a lot of sense, but I wasn't listening, I was brainwashed. And he was saying some racist shit as well. he was saying the same thing. My back is gone. I am overweight and I'm trying to lose weight. I don't get homemade food. I was saying the same shit. And I'm also Punjabi. He's also, but I'm from India, and my family fled. My grandparents fled Pakistan because they were being persecuted. But actually, someone had told me, and a Jewish lady, had said this to me on the net, that it's these Arab sheikhs, who are actually like doing a lot of terrorism, and the Muslims are just getting caught in that trap. They're not that bad. They're just brainwashed, and a lot of them have given up on life. So I'm not even going to bring Obama into this because, whatever he's done to America, okay, it's bad. America is in trouble, but Europe's in trouble. So are a lot of regions. But even this region, there's some people who are in a lot of trouble. Like they wanted to start a business and they couldn't. But it's because of their own attitude, and their own lack of education. They don't even want to take loans. But overall, I felt a bit bad for that Egyptian lady, but I feel worse for myself. I feel worse for the white women who were raped and who were killed, and who knows what even happens over here in the desert. And you know what the Pakistani guy says? Man, this is just a bloody desert. It's so hot, and I'm standing over here the whole day. My back is gone. There's no bloody hope for me. I try to help him for free, but what the hell can I do? I don't have a monetized system. My mom wanted to be a public speaker. I think every time I listen to my mom, things pay off, all right? I try to listen to her as much as possible, and please, guys, support me, and even if not financially, just be there for me, be my light. I needed love. I gave so much love in this world, and I didn't get any much back. It's not just me. There are dogs that this happened to. There are women. There are other men, other brilliant men. There's men on the radio who were saying that I know smart men with not much money, and I know really stupid guys with a lot of money, like just because of luck and because of cheating and all kinds of stuff. And it's so scary. You never know how to deal with it, and things are getting worse. He's just picking up money, Obama, and throwing it at everyone. Like here, Iran have 70 billion, even though they killed so many innocent people. Like they killed a guy for being a poet. They killed gays. If a country doesn't have gay rights, yeah, even straights won't have fun over there. Only closeted gays will have fun, and their fun is the worst kind. They fart and they stink up the place, and they don't have any bloody uh, like value for life. And sorry, I want to shut this and upload this. Okay, thank you for listening. Bye.